Viewers, welcome to another episode from Anything About Everything. I have one of my favorite guests, and he's back on my channel. Ranjan, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me one more time, Raghu.
Of course, I love having you, and this time the big news is Ranjan has two books published: The Awakening the Self and Awakening the Sun Within Your Heart. I finished reading this, an amazing book. I've learned a lot. I thought I knew a lot about the Vedas, the Kalas, and yoga. There were so many new things that I learned. And in fact, now the Kantara movie is making big noise. And he's used most, I wouldn't say exactly, but he's the concept that he has explained there,
Yeah,
it could be more clearer because I was reading this book.
yeah, yeah.
So, first question is, who should be reading this book and who shouldn't be reading this book?
Who should not be reading this book? Personally, if you ask me, everyone should be reading this,
Yeah.
right? Even if you don't belong to the Hindu faith, the so-called Hindu faith, right? Knowing about how, you know, the impact of colonization or an invasion changes your day-to-day life and removes you off of your ancestry and your lineage and your connections is something that people can pick on, right? Now, who are the primary target audience? I would say people who think they are Hindus. I think they should start reading this because if I ask someone, why are you a Hindu, right? Their typical answer would be, oh, I was born a Hindu, right? Uh, sure, that is one way. But then after you're born, having birth is just one event of your life, right? After that, how much do you still ascribe to that? Do you just go to a temple because your parents have said, or do you go there because you truly understand why you have to go there? Or do you just go and worship to an idol because your parents have said to close your eyes and then just put your hands like this? Or do you know the reason behind it? Things like that, right? I think for someone who wants to get more connected back to their roots, this book would be a very good beginning. Again, I
Awesome.
want to emphasize on the beginning point, because encapsulating all of the Vedas, all of the Upanishads, all of the doctrines that we have into just one tiny book is an impossible task. And personally, one should not even do that because a book will only give you theoretical knowledge. This is something that you have to experience and inspect,
Yeah.
right? So I think to know the fundamentals, this would be a pretty good book.
I definitely agree with you, like, especially the practical aspects, like how you talk about the breathing exercises and when you do it in real time with chanting and with knowing even as simple as the om mantra that you've mentioned in the book, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Right, like at what breath and what do you experience with it, so it's amazing.
correct.
What got you into writing and what compelled you that you should be writing this book?
So that's a loaded question. Um, See, because when I talk to people, right, it's often just limited to a certain radius of people. It's like my friends of friends, or immediate family members, or people who know. That's it, right? But then the sheer population of people who want to know more right now in this age and time has increased exponentially, right? So it's not about trying to reach out to the audience, but it is about the audience wanting to reach out to this ancient knowledge and how do you make it accessible in an easy language, right? Because if you go to someone and if you ask them, they'll probably just talk about everything in Sanskrit, or you'll get like analysis paralysis at that point, right? So my goal was to make sure someone who is decently connected to the roots or has no knowledge about it gets a starting point.